The sleepover adventure at Marigold's house. Pip stood by the bedroom door, looking at the small, empty suitcase on the rug. The house felt too quiet, and the thought of sleeping away from home felt like a giant mountain to climb. "I'm not sure I'm ready," Pip whispered, clutching a well-worn stuffed bear. Even the familiar hallway seemed a little bit different today. Grandma Marigold was waiting at her garden gate with a wide, sunny smile. Her house smelled like dried lavender and cinnamon toast. "Welcome to the Adventure House, Pip," she cheered, her voice as warm as a woolly blanket. Pip took her hand, noticing how the evening sun turned the garden flowers into glowing jewels. "Our first tradition," Grandma Marigold announced, "is baking moon biscuits." They went into the kitchen and began to mix flour, honey, and magic, which looked a lot like yellow butter. Soon, Pip's hands were sticky and white. They used a star-shaped cutter to make a whole galaxy of treats that filled the air with a sweet toasted scent. While the biscuits cooled, it was time to visit the magic library. Grandma Marigold had a special shelf filled with books that only appeared during sleepovers. Pip climbed a small wooden stool to reach the very top. One book had a spine that seemed to shimmer with tiny painted stars, waiting for a story to be told. "Now for the pajama parade," Grandma Marigold called out. Pip put on the softest flannel pajamas and a pair of fuzzy slippers that looked like little lions. They marched down the hallway together, knees held high, making a rhythmic thump 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 on the colorful rug, while Grandma clapped along to the beat. When the big lamps were turned off, the bedroom looked strange and new. A long, spindly shadow stretched across the wall near the window. Pip pulled the covers up to the chin, heart beating a little faster. In the dim light, the shadow looked like a giant reaching hand. Grandma Marigold came in and sat on the edge of the bed. She handed Pip a small silver flashlight. "Let's go shadow hunting," she whispered. When Pip clicked the light on, the giant hand turned back into the leafy fern sitting on the windowsill. The room wasn't scary. It was just full of secrets waiting to be found. "This is the brave quilt," Grandma Marigold said, pulling a heavy, colorful blanket over Pip's shoulders. It was made of many different patches: velvet, silk, and corduroy. Grandma leaned down and tucked the edges in tight, like a warm cocoon. Pip felt the weight of the quilt, solid and safe, pressing all the worries away. The room was filled with the soft, steady ticking of a clock and the scent of the moon biscuits they had eaten earlier. Pip listened to the gentle rustle of the wind in the trees outside. It wasn't the same as home, but it was a wonderful new kind of quiet. Soon, Pip was drifting into a dream of riding a lion through the stars. The next morning, the kitchen was flooded with bright yellow sun. Pip sat at the table, eating a pancake shaped like a heart. "I did it, Grandma Marigold. I stayed the whole night," Pip exclaimed. The mountain didn't feel like a mountain anymore. It was just a beautiful place where adventures happened.